You know, I like TikTok as much as the next guy. Or do I? TikTok is one of those apps that, it really just rots the brain. If you're somehow unfamiliar or uncultured when it comes to TikTok content, if there's anytime a meme is trending and all that good stuff, your feed is just going to be filled entirely with that meme or things related to that meme. You know, right now we have the Minecraft movie coming out, Flint and Steel. And I can't get enough of Flint and Steel. All these just dumb Jack Black quotes. They're not even quotes. It's just things that he's saying is in the movie. And like half this stuff isn't even fun. I guess that's why they call it brain rot. Is it really funny? Not really. But with that being said, the main purpose of this video is for me to talk about 3 particular topics when it comes to TikTok. And these are going to be the topics right above my head that we're going to be talking about. And you know what? Let's get right into the first one, which is... You know what I love? Not rage baiting. The odd day that I'm on TikTok, I will get these TikTokers or influencers, whatever you want to call them, promoting their videos, and I mean that they actually more than likely paid for this particular video to promote their live stream. Most of the time, these people are live streaming their like rage bait stuff. Half the time, it's oh, don't click on my stream and comment this or whatever. I swear to God, I'm not going to do it. Or if you come on my stream and make me laugh, then I'll dump this bottle of ketchup on my head.
Danger. Do not put toothpaste in your armpits. Do not. That is not deodorant. Definitely do not do the day.
A common trope that I notice with these TikTok live streams when it comes to rage baiting is it's very humiliating. Like, there are some people where it's like, fine, okay, if you're gonna sit there and you're just gonna be like, I'm not talking until someone makes me laugh, it's like, I don't even know what to say about those. It's so dumb. More than half of these live streams, it's just ridiculous. It's such dumb shit, and I definitely do and don't feel bad for people that spend tons of money on this sort of content, because you're just throwing it away for no reason. And that's the whole point of these rage baiting live streams. They want you to send money. Not to sound like a conspiracy theorist when I say that, and it's like, these people, they're out to take your money. But in reality, these people, you know, TikTok doesn't make a lot of money, and live streaming, if you can get money from your audience, whether it's through a rose, which I think is like 5 cents or 10 cents, well, if people are sending like a gajillion roses, you're at least gonna make some money off of it. I just can't believe for all the years that TikTok has been out rage baiting is still so popular. I just don't get that. It's like, you know, we've seen that with YouTube when it came to, let's say particular topics, when it came to maybe your favorite YouTuber finally reviews a game and they completely blow it out of the water. They rage baited you. You were excited for this moment. You're like, yeah, Markiplier is finally about to play Call of Duty, but he played this jank bootleg game called COD. It really surprises me that in the year 2025, rage baiting is still so popular and kind of trendy in a way. I know there's like those TikTok trends where the AI bot was one thing. It's like you donate a rose and the person's like, that smells. That smells. They just do that that would be so draining. Just thinking about that makes my friends or family ever saw me doing something like that on a TikTok live stream, I hope they hit me across the head with a goddamn baseball bat. The next topic that I want to speak about, which is obviously the main focal point, if you've seen the thumbnail and you know who I'm talking about, it's one of those things,
Already playing games with me. Jeepers creepers.
This particular creator started showing up on my feed, I want to say a couple weeks ago, and it really just baffles my mind that TikTok kind of not promotes this stuff, but allows it to stay on their platform, because this creator, and I'm not going to say their name because what I think they're doing is very, very unhealthy, and I mean, obviously, I don't want to say like makes mukbang videos, but they will have some videos where they eat 40 packs of maruchanas, which I guess is the equivalent of ramen noodles. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that ever in Canadian stores. I live in Canada, by the way. I understand. Some of you are probably gonna comment the fact that me being Canadian, maybe I'm just a degenerate, or you know, I should go back and hide in my igloo or ride my polar bear. 40 packs of ramen noodles is awful for your body. You don't gotta be a dietitian to know this kind of thing, but if I were to sit there and eat 40 packs of ramen noodles, I would feel like I'm going to explode. Just to put this into perspective, one pack of, we're gonna say generic ramen noodles is typically between 1,500 and 2,000 milligrams of sodium. Now this guy ate 40 of those. I don't mean to laugh. It's just, it's crazy to think about in perspective. It makes me feel like a bad human. So 40 packs of ramen noodles is 80,000 milligrams of sodium. That is atrocious. That is so unhealthy. And it's concerning. The main point of me speaking about something like that is that it is concerning. I don't want to seem like I'm just out here poking fun. It's genuinely concerning when something like that is entering a human's body. And just to put it like into perspective too, the average American consumes about 3,400 milligrams of sodium per day, which is significantly higher than the recommended daily limit of less than 2,300. And this is just a Google search. Take everything with a grain of salt when you're Googling something like this, because, you know, the internet, it's always true, am I right? And in these videos too, the guy counts them. Like, it's actually 40 or 50, whatever he's eating. And you see people in the comments too, they're showing their concern, oh, you're digging yourself a grave. The thing that I also think about when it comes to this kind of content is, what does TikTok think about this kind of stuff? Do they know that it's really unhealthy? You know, seeing something like this, yeah, the person is digging themselves a grave, destroying their body. It's terrible for your heart. It's terrible just for your daily activities, your work. If TikTok doesn't care, that's crazy, and it's quite sad. Which leads to my next point. Get your car keys because we're going drinking. When it comes to content about liquor, I always felt like it's this gray area because it can go two ways. One, you have something that's genuinely entertaining. As I said, great entertainment, you know, you're having a fun time watching it and nothing really bad goes wrong. It's in a contained environment, all that sort of stuff. Or you have the opposite side of the spectrum where shit just gets batshit crazy. People are puking everywhere, in public, causing temper tantrums, all that sort of thing, and you're probably like, this sounds like one creator that I know on TikTok, which is Joshua Block or World of T-Shirts. And, you know, what hasn't been said about Joshua Block that a Pyro Syndical feels bad calling out Pyro in a boring TikTok video like this. What can I say? The guy, he sort of got Pyro. I love Pyro. He's one of my favorite like content creators, but every time he's like, this was gonna be the last video about Joshua Block, but more controversy has come up. I like his channel. If you haven't seen Pyro, go watch him. He's a great content creator, very popular. But what does TikTok think about this kind of content? Joshua Block has had so many videos of him crashing out in public, hurting people, drinking, like excessive amounts, where he's very belligerent, incomprehensive, out of control, and just really being a public nuisance, if you want to go that far, because yeah, people in the public, you know, they don't want to be around someone like that that's not being taken care of properly. And you know, it feels bad because Joshua Block has autism. These kind of situations pop up where he is having this huge meltdown in public. You know, he needs a proper caretaker, someone who genuinely cares about his health and not about the money he makes. Will TikTok actually like take a stance and maybe do something about these creators? And you can look at that concept as two sides. If you were to hypothetically take down Joshua Block or World of T-Shirts TikTok page, how is he going to make money to support himself? It's a tough thing. It's either he completely changes his content around where he's not drinking anymore, or if it continues to get worse, I think that would be the best case so Joshua can help himself and maybe in the future supposedly return and make more friendly content, or just, I guess, maybe informative, or what he used to do. He used to sell shirts. That's why he was called World of T-Shirt. And I think he was reviewing just like casual drinks, like at Starbucks, all that sort of thing. Something that wouldn't make you belligerently drunk and scream at people in public is what he used to do before. There were other creators as well that I remember seeing on TikTok that were drinking straight like 2 6s or whatever, like a tall bottle of Pink Whitney is straight, and those people got taken down no issues. So why can't Joshua Block, a guy who has so many videos of him being just absolutely shit-faced, not get taken down? I personally can't fathom that. It seems like TikTok either just doesn't care about the well-being of their creators, or they just like how much money he's pulling in. But as I said, I don't know, that's just my opinion, and who knows if I'm right or wrong about that. I don't know the policies when it comes to TikTok, but what do you guys think about a topic like this? I mean, it's always important to ensure that creators are taking care of themselves, and that's easier said than done because everyone lives their own life, everyone's doing their own thing. Like, who knows what's happening behind the scenes? Because what is TikTok doing? I mean, as I said, we all love TikTok. I'm gonna go drink some mango juice and talk with Donkey Kong. I like Donkey Kong and bananas.